Hi there, everyone. Hi. Hello. And we are live. Yes, everything is working. Recording is on. All right. Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi, people from YouTube, LinkedIn. Yeah, we are live. Yes, I see. Okay, right now I see 13 people already. They have joined us and we will wait maybe for 1 minute. Hi, Natalie. Lovely to see you again with us. And yeah. So, welcome back to this new episode of our webinars. We've been doing a lot of them already, but today we will have a special one, a really special for us because the topic, the argument is really interesting. There are a few experts that really know about it, that are really into it, and we found one really great, and I'm about to introduce her to you guys. So we will talk about business exhibition and preparation and how to do it successfully. Why? Because, well, Willow events, we are about to attend two of them, Brighton ACO and IFX Expo in Cyprus, Limassol. So if you're attending as well, just drop us a message and we can organize a quick chat. Hi, Alex. Hi, Lena. Okay, but let's get started. So, Lucy, hi there. So nice to see you. And I was telling about this thing that it's a really cool topic because we will talk about how to prepare an event, how to attend, why to attend. We will go really into details with you, and it's really tough to find a really great expert like you in this case. And you are a senior event and BTL manager. Can you tell me more, just a bit more about you and exactly what BTL means? Because it's a tricky, yeah, maybe it's a tricky word. I googled it, then I forgot it as I told you. Can you tell us more about this? Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So BTL means below the line. So hi everyone. First of all, I'm really grateful that you asked me to join this amazing event. So I think what you are doing is very important for everyone, especially taking into account that you do that for free. So that's really good, educational purposes. Okay, so below the line means BTL means below the line, and it's actually when the advertisement, when the promoting is done not through directly with the
Mm,
media stuff. So you may be doing, you may promote your product
mhm,
through specific color or other tools, and not including like traditional ones like media,
mhm,
for example, TV advertisement, or I don't know, banners on the street. That's the
mhm,
one that everyone knows. For example, if you take Tiffany and Tiffany has a specific color, if you use this color in printing materials and share it with others, people, the first thing that people will think when they look at this, they will think about Tiffany because it has already the brand color that everyone knows. The same goes with the slogans like
mhm,
McDonald's has love in it.
mhm.
So
Love
when
it.
you use it and you say it even in the conversation, it's also like a trigger for you to
Mhm,
remember about the brand.
mhm.
So these are the simple things that we use to promote the products. That's
That's
it.
that's super cool. Like just do it, or it comes to my mind even the Lego, yeah, the Lego shapes, and also the Rosso Ferrari, that is the color of Ferrari, that is like
Barbie.
Barbie as an example. Yeah, now, yeah, I see that Barbie, and now it's getting back to yeah, it's getting the rose, that the color, that pink, that exact Pink is getting back to really high level of. It's really famous. It's really famous right now. That's lovely. So, can we start? We have a presentation here with us. I'm gonna share it, and yeah, maybe this way is the best one, or maybe this one. Okay, so Luzine, walk us through the presentation. We will talk about business exhibition preparation, but before doing that, let's say just hi to all the Armenian people that are joining right now, because you're from Armenia. We have a lot of colleagues from Armenia, so that's lovely just to say hi. We're in Tallinn, and so yeah.
So
Let's.
what if will be hello in Armenian?
Oh, nice, nice, nice. So we already learned how to say hi in Armenian, and also what PTL means because it was okay. Now, okay, let's go with the presentation. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, when you decide to go for an exhibition, first
Mm,
thing you want to know is why you are going to attend it, how you're going to present your brand. And the first questions that usually people don't have to answer before they choose the right presentation
mhm,
is um, that they're going for an exhibition and they will have there a lot of opportunities. So one of the first things is your brand presentation. When you go to an exhibition, when you have a booth, when you have a stand, you can present your brand. Maybe people would never ever hear about your brand if you don't go to this exhibition. Like maybe they will hear about your product first time
mhm,
during this exhibition. The second one is the networking, because you will be able to see people whom you cannot contact through social media like LinkedIn or emails. Also, a very important thing for businesses that are just starting to grow is seeing what your opponents did. So, when you see how others present their product, maybe you will have more ideas for your product. And also, it's always very important to take a look at other stands, other booths, to have clear perspective for the next year. So once you see how others did, maybe you will change your booth for the next year so that you will be more
mhm,
seeable and will be uh, more different from others.
mhm,
So the other thing, usually big exhibitions, they are also having conferences or summits during the exhibition itself. So once you attend one of the exhibitions, you can also be part of this summits and conferences when you will be able to see the innovation targeting product management and all the things that speakers might be delivering at the conferences. The other thing is targeting, because once you go to an exhibition, you will see people who are interested in the same sphere that you are. If you are going for food production, you once you attend a food exhibition, you will be able to get new contacts with people who are doing the same thing. So once you need their support, or maybe you will need some advices, you will be able to have a better targeting. You will be able to see more perspective in
mhm.
what you are doing. Hmm.
That's awesome because you'll be able to speak with the customer, so do some customer research or market research as you wish, just by interacting with people. And the innovation part is it's really great because we had here Latitude 59. I don't remember actually, but yeah, we had a huge event here in Tallinn. It was called Latitude, and it was great because startups showed their pitches, and it was a good moment, of course, to extend our network in Tallinn. Even though it's a small city, we know a lot of people here. But yeah, I definitely see all your points. But the more interesting for me, from a marketing perspective or a sales perspective, is of course face-to-face interaction. Learn something that you don't know about, yeah, your
Yeah.
clients, customers. That's a
So
good one.
Yeah, so face-to-face interaction is, I guess, the most important part of exhibition, because once you see a person in a real life, it will be much easier for you to get another meeting. So
Mm,
if you meet someone CEO level from the other company or from a customer or supplier, you will be able to have their contacts not only in the internet but also in face-to-face interaction. That's the thing that you go to.
yeah.
You go for during the exhibitions. Also, you can make a meeting at the place, so you don't have to like book another one next day if you have like a normal stand with a chair and
Mm,
table. So it also depends what you are looking for at the exhibition. Sometimes some exhibitions are mostly like walking through the stands and not doing anything. So it depends on the type of the exhibition that you are going to.
mhm.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Hmm. So this is like a little thing that we already spoke about, like selecting the right exhibition and what's the main point of your participation. So there are actually two big different types of exhibitions. One is B2C and B2B. Business to consumer, or first, as you can see, like in the slide, first is the process of selling products and services directly between a business and consumers. So this is like when you are presenting your product and you can maybe not at the place, but you can sell it directly to the customer.
Mhm,
And this is the way. This is the easiest way to get the consumers and find the companies that you can work in the future.
mm,
And B2B is means business to business. This is another type of the exhibitions where you can find business partners or retailer or wholesaler for your products. And in this case, you are actually having to deal with another business. So this is also kind of useful when you're doing business to business. So you actually usually during this kind of exhibitions there are not much product there is not much product at the place. So you
mm.
are usually just walking, having meetings, and drinking with the other business businessmen.
It's nice.
So
It's a good career. That's a good career.
okay, so let's move on. The other question that before going to an exhibition, you should know is the concept development. So
Mm,
if we're going to have a stand at the exhibition, first of all, you need to know the floor plan. You need to do the concept development beforehand, because once you can think about 1 million things. You can be super creative. You can be one of the best illustrators. You can have amazing 3D models with all the measurements and everything. But if the construction company cannot do what you want, you will fail, because sometimes very complicated designs face a lot of difficulties. And also, it depends not only on the construction companies, it also depends on the restrictions that some of the expo centers may have.
mhm,
So once you have a final design, you have the construction agreements, you can proceed with other type of things. But first of all, you need to make sure that everything you want is possible to do at the
mhm,
expo center.
mhm,
So then the next thing that takes a lot of time, and you should do that much before the exhibition, is printing materials like brochures, flyers, liners, pages. This is not made in one day. You have to design it. You have to agree with the management. You have to find a good supplier who can do what you want. Also, take into account that once you are having everything done,
mhm,
you should also think about the logistics, because if there is like one or two person who is going from your town of living to the place where the exhibition will be held, for example, you are right now in Tallinn, right?
yes, correct.
Okay, so imagine like we're working in one company and we're going to attend Sigma Sys that will be held next week, and we have to organize everything for them. So
Mhm,
once even if I find all the printing materials and flyers and I like make them print, I won't be able to take all of them with me.
Absolutely.
So I either should share it with the companies that in the city where you are living, or I should do everything beforehand with the companies that are working in Cyprus. But in that case, I won't be able to check the quality of the product. So you should ever take everything beforehand, and you should check everything with the suppliers. The best thing is to have someone in each country of your living.
A
So
remote network. Yeah.
yeah, to be sure they do everything perfect.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I see so many points that you just walked us to, and that are really really interesting. For example, the one that is like the 3D design with all the measurements, and we struggled a bit with this. I remember still in the office we had these huge panels. We even created one big panel that you can assemble it by using like five or six different parts, and we can even use three of them if the our boost is smaller, therefore we have less space, and you should be prepared to that, because no one will give you every time the space that you actually need. Sometimes it could be more expensive, or you can have other there could be other reasons for that. And actually, about the printing items, it, it's really cool to have them, but the logistic of it, even to organize it. We have a great colleague that is Ksenia, that is helping us with that. She's really into it, and I see sometimes the work that she does, and it's really complex because it's all about organization. It's like project management with uh, good style in mind. Then you have to test the product as well. You have to be able to transport it there. But at the end, when people are back from one exhibition, they just give us a lot of items that they get around, like from one company, another company. So it's so nice. It's so nice. That part is really cool. That part is really cool.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. So yeah, just simple ones are brochures, flyers, like business cards, notebooks, and pencils. Like
Yeah.
they are done everywhere, so you can easily find a supplier at the place where the exhibition takes place.
Yeah.
But the other thing is gift packages. Like you can usually you take it with you. I mean, if you are traveling from one country to another and your company is presenting not only itself but also like the country where you are from.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so like you take some unique pieces. As I am from Armenia, we usually take Armenian whiskey to exhibitions. So there are some restrictions too. You should always know everything because you cannot take more than 2 liters per person when you're traveling. It means that when you are traveling with the company and your employees should the everything they take should be divided so that they do not exceed like this 2 liter um,
Wow.
line. So you have to be very careful not to cause
Wow.
problems for your stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good because usually when I attend events, people already have done this work, so I just enjoy, just network, I just speak. But it's so stressful to see what's behind in these organizations. For example, knowing even the rules, the legislations for each country or an airplane company, and yeah, getting ready for that. It's not easy. It's not easy. What about business cards, bags, gift packages? Notebooks and pencils, they are, I may say, almost the basic, but the most difficult part is absolutely the food.
Yeah, so everything should be agreed beforehand. You know, nowadays a lot of people have very specific needs in
Mm-hmm.
food and drinks. Like some of them have allergies, so it's better for you to have a menu beforehand. Also print it. Like if you are going to travel, or for example, you are going to have a little
Mm-hmm.
finger bites, you have to make sure that you have written uh, what's done from, because
Mm-hmm.
some people might be allergic to milk, for example. so you don't you cannot serve them specific type of cocktails or something like this. There are so many details that you have to take into account while you're doing something. So bags is also very important. This is one of the first things that I um, learned
Mhm.
learned during my first expos, because we had a lot of gifts to give away, but we didn't have any bags. We just made a tote bags also as a gift, and most of people wanted only tote bags. Like no one wanted. And no one even wanted to have a gift. Just give them the tote bag, because usually when you're walking through, there are some. It's called gift catchers. There are some
Mm.
people who attend expos not because of the expo. They just go and collect gifts from all the stands. So usually, specifically for them, you have to have some bags to give them. And
Awesome.
not only that, when you are giving a gift, it should be inside a bag. So always keep in mind that you have to take some bags with yourself.
Wow. Okay, that's events. I thought personally that yeah, they are super cool and easy, but not at all from your perspective. Like, no, not at all.
If you don't have any questions.
Well,
Yeah, yeah. Before printing anything, you should check the language, because all the content should be adapted to the country where you're going. I can give you an example. Like if you're doing any kind of stand construction or exhibition in the Europe, it's usually okay to have everything only in English.
mhm,
But if you go outside, for example, in India or in
mm,
Singapore or in Japan, or for example in Brazil, you should have all your content adapted to the country where you are going. Like if you go to Japan, you have to make also all the marketing material in Japanese, because most of people don't know English good. So the same goes to Brazil. A lot of people don't know any other languages but Portuguese. So also your printing material should be in the other language. That
mhm,
goes to business cards, that goes to menus, that goes to brochures and flyers too. Mhm.
mhm,
So the next one, the booth design and branding. As I already mentioned, you have to check the laws and restrictions in the not only in the country where you're going, but also for the expo centers. Some of them have many hangings, as you can see in the picture. Like this is
mhm,
quite a big stand.
mhm,
No hanging possibility. You have to take all of this into account before you do the design, because once you do the design, design department might be very upset if you ask them to remake it after you have more details about the place. So also a very important thing is to check the floor plan, because sometimes when you are late for stand booking, your stand placement can be in a very bad place. For example, near the food court, which is not the good thing. Like
mhm,
usually people think like having a stand near the food court will bring more people going for us, but no, that's not. They're just
mhm,
going to have your coffee. You take your table, like eat there. It's not a good thing
mhm,
to. It's not a good placement if you take it seriously. And also note that you have to. The best place during the expos is in the center or near the entrance registration place. So that's are the best places. If you are going to book a stand beforehand, avoid the stand near the toilets. Also, opportunities, as I mentioned in the presentation, that's the running water supply, the electricity, the drainage. this is also very important because if you're going to have a little kitchen there where your
Mhm.
bartender will be working, like running water is must have. If you
Yeah.
don't have it, then you should think about the water supply beforehand, like having a big bottles, like doing the drainage yourself. There is a specific thing, specific um, type of bottles that they use for the drainage if they don't have it at the stand place. So also taking into account your stand size, height, and your technical needs like
Mhm.
TVs and LED, you should also check it with the electricity supplier because at the stand you might not be able to have a very big LED because the electricity opportunities won't be able to give it all. Also note that sometimes when you have some TV content, you can open it in your like YouTube channel or through the internet. So in that case, you have to make sure that you have your own internet access, and you because usually at the expo places the internet is available.
Really bad. Yeah.
So do that beforehand with your like manager, using my own internet in case I need to make some changes at the TV content. So that's it. And also, while you do the preparations, you can see at the floor map who is your neighbor. That's also very
Mhm.
important. Sometimes your neighbors might be too loud. They might have completely different design with a lot of people there. I mean, hostesses who will be quite annoying if you are
Mhm.
going to be right next to them. Like, for
Mhm.
example, sometimes people make their stand a place of gathering for
Mhm.
everyone. Like, they just give away a lot of gifts. They have sexy hostesses who can tell everyone to go to their stand, and while you are having like business oriented meetings, so it's in that case you can adaptate your stand design to so that you won't be able to see your neighbors. I mean, you can do the big wall between
Mhm.
them, like the bar, the TV can be hanging so that you will be having some kind of a border between you and your neighbors.
I see.
Event marketing and promotions, what else? So let me go through the digital ones. Once you know that you are going to attend at the exhibition, you should have social media banners. And also, if you have a lot of employees who are going to attend it, they also should make notes and posts in their social media so that
Mhm.
everyone knows that you're going to attend. Like, let's meet up there. And also, usually the companies that are holding the exhibition, they send you invitations like 1 week before. And
Mhm.
when you have these invitations, if you register there, you might find and schedule meetings beforehand. That will also help you to
Wow.
improve your schedule, and you will see, like, for example, if you have 1 or 2 hours free, you can go to a different person.
Mm.
Okay. I see the comment from Daniel. Thank
Yeah,
you. Very nice.
it's really nice. Yes, indeed, to be like prepared for the language of each country, like Brazil or Japan, you name it. Yes, yes, that's really nice.
Mhm. Yeah, work of the exhibition, like the last day of the exhibition. So
Mhm.
you can apply for a award nomination once it's open. So
Mhm.
they usually send an email invitation, and you can actually mention all of the words if you are able to do so. because your chance to get an award rises if you mention more nominations.
Mhm.
And also, I mentioned here the landing page. It goes for not only for exhibitions, but also for small events that you can organize in the country where you are staying. Because once you have a landing page with all the information about your company, it will be easier for your business partners to have a quick check on what you are doing. Because usually the company pages, like I mean, the main pages, they're too overloaded with the information. So once you have a landing page with all the necessary info, it would be much easier for you to get what you want from your business clients and customers.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
you can
Okay. Do you have
you
any
can even
questions?
yeah, we so far not that many. We have the package of questions that we will have them for the end for the
You should prepare like business partners, then
Mhm,
you should definitely have VIP packs for them.
mhm,
The promotional materials go through flyers, brochures. I've already told about that. So drinks, food, snacks, or and also yeah, another very important point, as some of exhibitions are going to last not only one day but 2 days.
mhm,
Place all the things that you need to give away in a storage. So make sure that you booked a storage or a meeting room, which you can use as a
mhm.
storage or a place for having lunch for your employees. So be ready to place all your stuff there because you cannot place it all at the stand. I
Yeah,
mean, uh, food, drinks, everything need to be stored beforehand. Also, you cannot like place all the brochures and flyers right on the stand. You have to keep the part somewhere else and just take them out whenever you need it. And also, before you go somewhere, just check the number of the attendees because you may be ready for 100 participants, but there will be 1,000.
yeah.
So
Mm.
just make sure you know the number. Just
And
approximate number will be
ask,
enough to know.
yeah, yeah. You can ask to the yeah, to the people that are organizing the event. Yes,
Yeah,
some.
usually they have it written.
Yeah,
Hmm.
definitely. And about the landing page, just it comes to my mind when if you so if your company, like for example like us that are is doing PR and ACO, we help agencies, we help companies and companies from different industries. You can tailor the landing page for that exact industry. So for example, we will be attending some fintech events, we will tailor it for fintech. So it's really nice to see that experts are yes, like you, that are into events, that know how to organize them, how to manage them. Yeah, we will be like stealing these hints as well for us.
Okay, you're welcome. So let's go. Yeah, so the staff training and engagement. Um, well, and in this case, when you know your stuff, when you know your employees, you know what to expect from them. Like you
Mhm,
have you can do the brief training for them. If someone of them didn't ever attend any exhibitions, that will be like their first time. Then make sure that know their responsibilities. Like, and you also should be, you should be the one uh, who will take responsibility. Like you should allocate responsibilities so that not everything will be on you. So it's very important to give everyone their own tasks so
mhm,
that with delivering responsibilities. So country, then first of all, you need to do the checklist of the things that you need to take with yourself. So in
Mhm.
that case, you probably should do some kind of table when you write what everyone of your team can take. And
Mhm.
also, even much before this all things, you should make sure that everyone has visa, everyone
Yeah.
has everyone is okay with the travel dates, because once you start booking hotel, you start like finding good routes, because nowadays a lot of people cannot travel directly to the countries that they want, because
Mhm.
uh, now they have to do the transfers from one country to another through the third country. You should make sure that you have a visa for that. For example, in Armenia, if you're going somewhere to London and you have transition in European country, you should also have a Schengen visa.
Yeah.
So they want people to give you access to the country where you're going if you don't have a
Mhm.
Schengen visa, even though you're going to London.
Mhm.
And you have to pay the British visa. So this is a little hint that you need to keep in mind when you're doing all this stuff. Well, things and do themselves. Everything is handled
Mm.
beforehand, because the visa is not something that is done in one day. And
Yeah.
hotel booking is also very important, because if you're going to attend at the big event, usually all of the hotels are booked beforehand.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So in case with your employees, you know everything about them, but when you
Yeah.
are recruiting someone, you have to make sure that these people are the ones that you see in the pictures. Once you see the profiles of the models, bartenders, hostesses, usually the hostesses are the most beautiful girls in the world, but once you speak with them with a video call, that's like a completely different person. and, and they write in their CV that they know 100 languages, including Chinese, Hindi, and all the
Indeed.
possible languages, all the most difficult languages in the world. Once you start talking with them in English, you see that they don't even use elementary words. So just make sure you have a video call with them, like face to face, kind of face to face meeting, if you cannot do that in person.
Mhm.
Just make sure that these people are the ones they are presenting themselves. Also,
W- Wait a second. I think we've lost Luzine.
okay, and also,
Hi there, Luzine. I think we lost you for a second. Can you just yeah, make a quick recap of the last 15 seconds? Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the last 15 seconds were about hostesses
Yeah,
and
I remember that one. Yeah, that was clear. That was clear. That was clear. Yeah.
yeah.
Be sure to the online meeting, the video meeting. Make sure that they know the languages that they are supposed to know by their CV. Mm-hmm.
And have a reliable partner that won't change the hostesses or bartender the last minute.
Mm.
So sometimes you have an agreement that these people will come, you approve them, and the last minute your partner might change and bring someone else.
Oh,
We had
okay.
such
I see.
problems with some of the suppliers. So,
Mm.
and also, if you have a specific uniform for them, like to open swimsuits for girls, or like for bartenders, some kind of specific shirts, make sure you tell them beforehand. So it should be agreed with them
Mm-hmm.
to look good on
Mm-hmm.
with the girls hostesses. some of the dresses might not be looking good, and some of the types of figures. Like you have to make sure both or three of your hostesses have more or
Mhm.
less the same look. I mean,
Mhm.
it doesn't look very nice when you have one hostess like half a meter and another one is like 2 meters high. They look
Mm.
mm,
Too
everything should
different.
be balanced. I mean, so you should make sure that they can also co-work with each other.
Mhm.
Mhm. This is
Mhm.
about the healthy working environment. So yeah, and also you should show everyone who is who, because the girls who will be working with you, I mean the recruited staff, they need to know like this person is responsible for business agreements, this one is responsible for marketing. So once your customer comes to your stand and speak with hostesses, and for example they can ask to show who's responsible for marketing, the girls or the boys uh, should be aware
Mhm.
whom they ask to have a meeting, or
Well.
they can book a meeting if they want to have a meeting with you. So yeah, everything should be fresh and clean. Like you are responsible for the exhibition, for your stand. You should be sure that everything is at their places, like all your press releases or in at the stand, like everything, all the TVs work. You
Mhm.
should also, if you took some sponsorships, for example, banners or any other type of sponsorships, you definitely should go and check it, like do the photos at the place, maybe see the other opportunities for the next year, arrange meetings at the place. As I said, sometimes there are specific applications done by the company that is holding the exhibition. So you will also be able to book your meetings and have a schedule beforehand. And
Mhm.
also keep an eye on everyone who's working at the stand. So 'cause sometimes hostesses are spending too much time with their phones, or the bartender might start drinking.
That's not good. That's
Make sure you eliminate all of these things before they start
yeah,
affecting
that's
your
all about
work.
having a good
Mhm.
supplier, about
So that goes for the stand itself.
Mhm.
But as you're because sometimes companies help like fighting clubs, anything that is done inside the agenda,
Mhm.
it's better to attend, to see more people, to meet new people, to do the networking, and also to learn from them. Because
Mhm.
maybe people with whom you are not working, who are like your worst enemies in the sphere, might
Mhm.
have such an amazing ideas that you will really like. Or, for example, if you don't want to repeat them, you should also um, be available to see what they have done, not to repeat
Mhm.
them.
Makes sense.
So, yep, we can go to another slide, I guess. Mm.
Yes.
Um, so in the end, what you usually do is like write a follow up emails to everyone that you have met during the expo, and while you have all the business contacts that you gathered during the expo, like all the business cards, you can share all the information with your partners who were not available to attend the exhibition themselves.
Mhm.
Uh, it goes not only for their awareness, but it goes also for the business opportunities, because you might have opportunities will be a
Mhm.
better contact. So you just disturb all the contacts so that everyone do their best. Also, it's very important to have the media, like the pictures, videos, reels from the expo center, from the event, maybe not only about the event itself, but also how you went there, what did you disturb there, what did you get after that. So it's very important to share everything you've got. And also, sometimes people mention the company name, like with the hashtags or with the mentioning in the LinkedIn. It also brings a lot of awareness because usually the exhibition organizers, they have more subscribers than you. So once you mention them, it's also seen in the LinkedIn profiles. So make sure you do the posts with the thanks to the organizers of the events. So yeah, and also for yourself, you can do the list of things that you think you succeeded and what you failed,
Uh-huh.
and for the next, to make sure next time you won't be uh, having the same problems.
Yeah, like the bartender
That's it.
does not have to drink, does not have to drink. Yeah, yeah, for example. Uh-huh. Ooh, trade show, and I was
Just
waiting from for this slide indeed. Yeah.
it's actually it's not something like something new for anyone. This is just a simple etiquette. Like be you have to be with a normal appearance. You have to have normal clothes. It also depends on the company. Like if you have a specific uniform for yourself, uh, just feel comfortable. As you're going to spend there more than 9 hours, and usually all of this time you should be speaking, just make sure you have a normal hair, beard, your breath is okay, nails, because usually these are the first thing that your customer sees. Like first
Mhm.
they look at you and then you present your product. So
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
are going to be
matters.
nasty, no one will sit with you on the same table and spend some time discussing business ideas. Just make sure that you also pay attention to what your customer is saying.
Mhm.
Because sometimes some of employees, they just push too much. They just start uh, talking about their product without listening to the customer, and it's also not very nice thing to do because once he's here, you just should show your hospitality, like ask him don't push them too much. Like this is an important like give them
Mhm.
some freedom.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
let them speak. Let them speak and listen more.
yes, yes, that's it. And also just keep the rules of a simple politeness. Like don't touch people. This is not okay nowadays.
Yeah, yeah, indeed.
Yeah, and the last thing that I wrote here, like no, not all superheroes wear suits. So it's really like that nowadays. No one wears a suit. Like usually it's a t-shirt and jeans. So just make sure you and your management have are on the same page, and you are not going to be in a suit while everyone else will be
It's
wearing jeans and
casual. Yeah, really casual. Uh-huh. I see. I see. I see your point. I see your point. And the best thing in this case is just to have some, yeah, uniforms or get ready with some hoodies, for example, like this one, or t-shirts. Yeah. And questions. Oh my goodness. We have actually a lot of them because as I told you, Lizine, we gathered some questions from the people that are attending the event. We asked them what would you like to hear about? What is the question that you would have the answer to? And yeah, I can for example show this one that is really, really uh interesting. Okay, I'm gonna show it here on the screen. What techniques can exhibitors use to effectively engage with and with the leads and qualify them? Basically, yeah. The main thing here is it could be it could be explained it like this, because who goes to the who goes to the exhibition? Usually business developers or C-level, I must say. But correct me if I'm mistaken, but usually those people are the ones that really travel, go there and speak, and they try indeed to develop the business. But then in the end, you have to speak. You have a product that is for it's a software that is just for some developers, some DevOps, software engineers. So it's not easy actually. How do you do that? How can you help us with this? Yeah, to find the right leads, the right people to speak with.
Um, yeah. So as I said already, there are specific applications for each of the exhibition type,
Mm-hmm.
and if you register them beforehand, you will see more or less all the participants that are going to attend, and you can book a meeting with them at the
Mm,
place. Also, you always have below the meeting, you can also go through the hashtags
mm,
it's not a problem. I mean, it also goes with the business etiquette. If you write them directly beforehand,
yeah.
it's much better than to write them during the exhibition days.
Yeah, it's a really busy moment, and I may say, since we then engage with leads that we generate by attending events, at least wait the end of the event and have specific time frame in mind for this. So yes indeed, yes indeed, and all right. Can we have another question? For example,
You
uh,
choose.
we choose, yes, absolutely. About goals, set some clear goals and objectives. Yeah. Oh, what can we do regarding this point? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, it's super important to have all the objectives written or taken into account when you are traveling somewhere. Because once you have a meeting with your management, with the CEOs, and they give you strict recommendations on
Mm,
preparation, because once they give you a clear task or on what they want to do
mm-hmm,
and what they want to have from the exhibition, then it will be much easier for you to not only design the stand but also to choose the exhibition that you are going to attend. Because if you are going to have a meetings mostly at your stand place, then make sure you have enough tables and chairs and also like drinks and snacks for your guests.
yeah.
And if you are going to meet more people there, not you are going to be like held in guests, but you are going to be guests at other stands. Then you just should be able to print enough business cards to like have some specific gifts ready so that your employees can go through the other stands and disturb them. So once you have all the goals set up, it will be much easier for you to do all the rest. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the starting point, actually.
Definitely. So have some really clear objectives, set them before even choosing the event, before even deciding to go somewhere, spending money, because it's actually a lot of money to go to an event, to attend there, to work with logistics. Absolutely, totally agree on this. So be sure you're going for something. All right, I see we have some uh, issues with the internet. Yeah. Um. Oh, we lost Luzin. Ooh, Luzine, here we go. We are back.
Yes.
But yeah, we
Okay.
have some issues today, baby, because we have a lot of people in the office. I don't know, or maybe it's the weather. I have no idea why, but we have some issues. But let's go to another cool question because um, this is about anticipation, buzz around your participation to the exhibition, and it's really interesting for us. I am not gonna lie, because we are about to attend two of them, two events, and so it could be really great to know more about this. You already explained it us to, yeah, you can use social media, absolutely. You can display the banner on LinkedIn, uh, show content, and use the right hashtags, tag the organizers of the event, so who is managing the
Mhm.
event, absolutely. Do you have maybe some case studies in mind of great
Yes.
was, yeah.
You can have your brand ambassador at the place. Attraction for everyone. Who is quite popular. Like I don't know. Like from the current experience, I remember Roberto Carlos, who was attending at the last Sigma in Malta. So he was there to sign autographs, and a lot of people came to this event just because of him. Or, for
Absolutely.
example, yeah, or for example, during the London
Right.
One of the biggest exhibitions in the uh, gaming industry, one of the companies brought Alexander Zinchenko,
Ah,
uh,
um,
who was also like a little fan meeting holding little fan meeting there. Like you could take a picture with him, he could sign you an autograph. So this is some of the hints that can like attract a lot of people to your stand. Maybe they won't be your business partners, maybe they won't be actually useless in
mhm.
terms of business, but in the media sphere
Yes.
they will give you a super boost because of course they will do the pictures, they will hashtag the person you are brought, and also and also this material will be used in your you will like be super popular with one move.
Wow, wow, wow. So Zinchenko, Roberto Carlos. So basically, bring a great football player to your booth, to your stand, or maybe just try to associate, yeah, the really big player in, yeah, with a lot
Singer, it can be a singer, not only a football player. It can be a good singer, or you can disturb something super tasty so that everyone will come to your stand to take it, like
yeah.
branded ice creams with your logo,
Mm,
or coffee where you will put a QR code on the top. So
mhm.
everyone will make pictures whenever you know that will bring attention to your stand. You can do that if you have enough like money, you have enough media
Sources, yeah.
coverage. You should do that because
Mhm,
that's how you can create more engagement to your
mhm.
stand, and you can uh, bring more attention to everyone.
Wow, wow, how lovely. And we have just 1 minute. I see here the live is about to, yeah, to be over in 1 minute. So Luzine, thank you. Thanks a lot. It was awesome. It was really awesome. A lot of tips that we have to take into consideration before even deciding where to go, what to do, where to spend money, time, and energy. It was really great. We will even create maybe some bullet points of what we discussed about, some of the best tips, and for example, Roberto Carlos at your stand. That could be a good one. But be really careful with who you're bringing to your stand because Roberto Carlos will attract a lot of male colleagues, I guess, because we all know he's a football player. We all know who's Roberto Carlos. But if you go for Taylor Swift or something like that, you will attract, yeah, someone
Yeah,
else.
girls from 14 to 14 and a half.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And Lera, indeed, she's thanking us. Thanks for amazing tips and the useful information. Yeah, yeah, it was really cool. Luzine, it was great. Thank you really much for sharing your knowledge. Really great expert. We were so looking into this. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank
And
you. Thank you.
yeah,
It was a pleasure.
our pleasure. Our pleasure. So, bye everyone. We'll be back soon with another webinar for September. So stay. Oh, I lost you. Up, up, up. Stay tuned. And okay, I gonna end this one. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Bye. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.